there's VOCs involved with that. This is almost no VOC.
Yeah, this
so,
you can actually do it at home. So
yeah, you can do it in your kitchen.
inside.
You
So
can break that and it won't kill you.
yeah, as a matter of fact, before we all leave, we're going to do a
It
shot.
might not be good, but.
Shot of DuraTex. So here, I just.
What does it taste like?
I forgot to swap the battery in my GoPro, but
okay.
so I put this first coat on. I don't know, like maybe 5 minutes ago, and I'm already rubbing it with my hand, and only a little bit's coming off. I mean, it's already starting to dry and soak in the wood. I frequently do this to kind of massage the flaws out, because when I build stuff, there's tons and tons of flaws. So that's why I like this so much, because I don't have to do as much Bondo work. So normally I would not sand the first coat. I would just go and apply a second coat and just do it thicker. So I'm going to try to just do half here, and then I'll try something on the other half. You kind of have to figure out what the sort of texture you like and how to operate the roller to get it. So I'll just kind of like end right there and say that's good enough. And then I'll use a different roller on the other side and see what sort of texture we come up with there. Again, these are rollers that come with the sample packs, and you can also buy these. These are real cheap. They make 8-inch rollers too, regular rollers like you would use on a wall. So if you have a big case or a big cabinet, you could conceivably get by with one pass, right? Which is really good, because when you use these small rollers, you have to get it even. Otherwise, when you look at it, when it dries, there'll be a line. You'll see a line. That's part of the learning curve of using this product. You can already see.
Yanni did a great job in that respect. You don't see
Yeah.
any lines.
Oh, the texture is great. Yeah. Yeah, it's very even. You can see already when you dip this in, you can see how much sticks to this roller.
I won't have to spill it to get overspray or splatters or anything.
Trust me when I say that a gallon of this, even though it's like, I think it ends up being like $70 with shipping, because it's heavy and they charge a lot for shipping, unfortunately. But you'll knock out, if you're just doing baffles or bookshelf speakers, you knock out 15 projects with this, with 1 gallon.
Yeah, that little $18 sample in a long way.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. I have, at least 6 or 7 projects out of that gallon.
Really?
Why don't you guys just come up and check this out? I mean, obviously don't touch it because it's wet, but
Yeah, there's a lot of texture there already.
you know,
Because
really
of the
low,
different roller.
not nappy rollers on this side, and then the very porous rollers on this side. You can see how it's building. There's a little bit of air in there, but as it dries, that's going to go away. But that high build is going to stay. And so check out Ani's speakers if you haven't actually touched them. This is kind of what he did there, but it's dried and cured, and it's pretty hard as a rock.
And it's just my suggestion, if you do buy a gallon and you plan on letting it sit a long time, go to Menards and buy one of those Sherwin-Williams empty, or not Sherwin-Williams,
Just talking about an empty paint can?
empty paint can
Yeah.
with a screw-on lid,
Yeah,
a couple bucks.
that's what I do. I get the quart cans.
They got the quart ones in
Yeah, and I just pour a couple in a quart I know I won't use for months, and I leave that sealed somewhere.
And it's still there.
But yeah, because these buckets are good until you remove the seal. And then once you get some DuraTex caked on the rim, it's hard to get an airtight seal. What they actually suggest is that you spray some water on the top to keep moisture in there so it doesn't skin over.
No, that's been pretty nice at 15 degrees in my garage. Working just fine. A year old.
Black in color.
No, it comes in black, white, and tint base. The tint base you can make any color you want at any paint dealer that can tint paint, which is pretty cool.
Does it stick to metal?
You just have to find
It
one
does
that'll
stick
do
to
it.
metal. It pretty much sticks to everything, but it's going to adhere the best to wood, something that's porous. It'll
Like maybe the bed of my truck or something.
it'll stick to metal. Yeah, see that I don't know. I don't know how durable it'll be. You know, one of these things like where if you gouge it, it might actually come right up off the metal. In wood, it doesn't. Once it's fully cured, it's like becomes part of the substrate. It's pretty weird stuff.
Oh, right, yeah, if you need that much color. In my case, I only colored half of it, so half I put in one Sherwin or whatever it was.
So is it just better just by
can,
the sample
and
pack?
then I tended the other.
For the most part?
If you have one or two small projects, I would say, yeah, get yourself a sample pack. Yeah, because this is gonna be a lot. I've done shelves with this. We just recently painted my son's longboard with it. You know, you can find other uses for it.
Yeah, then you just cut open the corner, squeeze out onto the roller what you need. When you're done, squeeze it back, roll it up.
Yeah, the sample comes in a little pouch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could transfer it into like a quart can. I believe it is a quart that they
Probably.
send in
No,
the
it's not.
in the
It's a
sample.
pint.
It's a pint.
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
pint. And I found actually if you just squeeze it out a little bit and then just leave a tab stick and pop that off and
Yeah.
seal
That's-
it all up.
The
that's
next time you go to use
that's
it, it's
what
gonna
Will
have
said.
some dried on the surface that'll flake.
Yep.
So for
Keep it
that,
away
would
from
would
your
it cover
project,
something
but
this
it'll
big?
keep.
2 speaker of these? Or do you think it would be?
One sample
The
kit,
sample?
Yeah.
Or
all the
six?
sides,
Yeah.
It'll do it. It'll do it. for
one sample.
Should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for one
I've-
speaker then,
Four or
right?
five coats.
No,
I've
it'll do
never
it.
gotten a
It'll
sample,
do it.
so I
It'll
don't
do
know.
it fair.
I've only gotten a gallon.
That's what you saw 'em last year.
All the projects I've done multiple big boom boxes and multiple baffles, and I've done multiple coats and sanded, and I've used 1.5 gallons so far in everything I've done over the last 2 years. I haven't even had to buy a 1/3 gallon yet.
Got 1, 2,
So,
3.
and we gave away 3 gallons today.
Yeah, it's good, it's good stuff.
Yeah, so it comes in black, white, and tint base. The tint base you can make any color you want.
I've got 6 pairs out of that. And that includes that I over poured on one preparation for the trip loss.